Welcome back to the Psychic Soul Healer channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to my channel, I'm going to do a general message for anyone that resonates with it. I decided to make it an everything channel. So just not how I was doing zodiacs. I just wanted to be open. You know why? Because a lot of times I land on messages that are not in my zodiac and I resonate with them and I feel that really the energy always goes to the person that needs to hear the message. And I have other zodiac channels. So if you're connected to a Virgo or a Scorpio or a Gemini, you might want to check out any one of those channels. But I would just want this channel to be like just open. Anyone that lands on it. Because I always feel, like I said, that really, the energy goes to whoever that needs to. We get what we need, not what we want, especially on this channel and all my channels, because I like to go deep within the reading. I do look at everything, but we take a lot more time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, see how they play those karmic themes to help you understand why you're attracting the person that you're attracting. What are you supposed to learn and how can you shape shift the energy? There's many different realities that play it at one time. So your level of consciousness depends on your core beliefs, and core beliefs were created from the experiences that you went through. So if you were made to live in an imbalanced environment, like you were around a narcissist or somebody that was just very selfish, well, we again form habits and behaviorisms to emotionally and psychologically protect ourselves. And then when we end that relationship or we're out of the situation, we unfortunately still have those habits and behaviorisms that then wind up sabotaging us. So healing the effects of trauma is really important. It allows you to stop the karmic looping. Now, anything of any importance or relevance to the channel you find in the description box, including the word of the video. You'll need that if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me. You'll also have to like the video, subscribe to the channel. All right, we're going to jump right on in. All important links, like I just said, are in the description box. I am open for readings. My social goats link is there. Come May 1st. I will be on that. We're launching a brand new platform. It's a really great platform. It's a combination between Netflix, YouTube, and Mind Valley. Like it's there's opportunities to make money. There's opportunities to watch other people, and they're like whether it's an entrepreneurs, whether that's gamers, whether that's other spiritual coaches, other leaders. Well, again, this platform is going to have everything. You can even stream it on your TV if you want. It's really an amazing app. And again, if you want to be a part of it, just what I'm offering $25 coaching and my podcast for free on it. And so it's a $25 subscription a month, but you get so much and you can easily make that $25 back. So it's a win-win all across the board. Okay, the word of the video is inferiority. So let's see. Automatically right away, I feel like you're in connection with somebody that is really inferior about coming towards you. They feel really insecure. And when you met them, they were cocky and they were arrogant. So I feel like this is really uncomfortable energy for this person. So the underlining energy is that this person is normally very selfish and understand they still are selfish because now it's like they couldn't come towards you when they were cocky and they were arrogant. And now they can't come towards you because they think that you're too good for them. So, this person has to kind of put people in categories. And I feel like this person misjudged you. And what happened is you didn't play the game the way that they thought. Now they're in a place of even more inferiority. But the reason why is because they never thought about anyone except for themselves. So the energy that's influencing everything right now is them. They're not doing anything. And so we say, okay, well, what did they do? Again, they acted like they didn't care. They acted aloof, like they weren't getting involved. They were protecting their heart. They didn't want to risk anything. They created illusions like they didn't care. They created illusions like they had a lot of other options. They created illusions like they were more superior, but really they were insecure. So again, which is what we see here. Again, inferiority and insecure. So what this person tried to do was create the illusion that they were much more secure in themselves, that they were like a really good, option to have, that they had a lot of people that were interested. And I'm not saying that they didn't, but the options that they had were not really, that great options. They actually had a connection to you. They acted like they didn't care. It's again, it was like empty, like that's what it felt like to be in a connection to them. But I want you to know that this person is empty. That it's again, and what happened is that this relationship, I feel like this person tried to scare you a few times by like ending the relationship or making it like it would end, where I feel like they wanted to be in full control. So they were like pretending that the relationship would end. And then what happened is you really ended the relationship because you got tired of the intimate and manipulation, them coming in and out, you being in a place of hypervigilance because it's like, what is this person? This person, like, because they're so selfish, but then they're insecure. So they bounce it back and forth between being really cocky and being insecure. So no matter what you say, it triggers this person. And so they just tried to gain control because they knew you had feelings for them, because who puts up with all this? And so they pretended that the relationship really wasn't over when you said, "Hey, I don't want to go on," and then they would do it. They would be like, "Well, I don't want this relationship," trying to push you into a place of hypervigilance where it was all about control and dominance and playing games and weaving in and out of your life. And what you saw is that this person has a very dark side. And so what they do is they like to create entanglements, really. And so they create a lot of drama, and in that, they hope to get you like all tangled up in it. It's like, really, it's like that's all that they really do. They didn't really come in and pour into you or do anything. I feel like they always gave the insinuation that they were going to. So let's look at the hidden truths, because believe it or not, just because this person like has a dark side, was very selfish, acted like they didn't care. I feel like I'm not seeing other people, but that doesn't mean that there wasn't. I feel like there was like always other options, and this person would act like they were other options, but not because they like those other options more, just to pretty much scare you and manipulate you into hoping that you wouldn't hold boundaries with them. This person really just like to keep you in a place of disempowerment, focus too much on the sex. They need inner child healing, because they have a lot of old habits that are based on those wounds. And it really didn't have anything to do with you. It's just they're manipulative and they're lazy. So the problem is that this person had feelings for you, but instead of being transparent and having an equal give and take relationship, this person just decided to create a lot of drama in your life. I mean, like, hang on, in order to stay in their dark side, and their dark side pretty much is is all about, you know, them being impulsive, focusing again too much on the physical and the physical body. And, they're so afraid of rejection. And so they're staying, in inferiority, afraid that no one really likes them because they don't really like who they are. This person takes a lot of risks. So it's almost like I feel like this person is always chasing after like a dopamine hit. Like they create a lot of drama, and they create a lot of drama because they care about the self-image. They've never really had this like an experience with a type of relationship like this before. And they don't really like the fact that they feel like you have a hold over them. So what they do again is they create illusions because they're imbalanced. And part of their way is, well, normally what works is they make people jealous. That's what they do. And it creates, again, anger. And this the person doesn't really care how they create a hook to you. They just want to create a hook to you, where you see it's all about drama, unnecessary drama, where the person's just always trying to make you jealous, always trying to create like some sort of entanglement, right? And it's because their old habits, and their old habits are really just about like being able to seem as if they're more superior, because they feel disempowered. So, and because they feel insecure, they create the illusion, and the illusion to match their self-image. And it's all about dominance and sex. It's all about creating risks. So, like I said, it's all about that dopamine hit. So what you feel is just, again, being in a connection with this person is all about drama, which makes it like, again, a past life karmic mate is what we see here. But then when we look at their real, like, hidden truths, like how they feel about you, it's like, well, let's see. And it's like, well, they don't react when people mention your name. So they, again, don't really want to be transparent. They don't want they're afraid of rejection. Like I said, they focus too much on the physical, so they can seem like superior, dominant, more of a man or more of a woman, more in control. So again, they're not going to be transparent and say anything. They're going to pretend that you don't even exist, because if they say your name, then people might think, "Oh, you like this person. What happened?" And they actually see that you're not talking to them, where really this person looks for you everywhere. It's like, and they'll wait for a sign from you because they don't really want to reach out. They don't want to really seem vulnerable. So again, like, do you want to know if this person like has feelings for you? Well, I feel like this person, there's a part of them that has feelings for you. There's a part of them that has feelings for you, but there's a part of them that also like is just like, I left you before you left me. Like, but now what's happening is that they've spent so much time in separation from you, they feel you leaving them behind. So I feel like this person a lot of times talks themselves out of like the guilt that they really should feel for how they treated you, and where they say the timing just wasn't right. Or I know that I was just a distraction from your pain, because why would you be with me? And truthfully, they bury themselves and work to forget you. And it's because they were just really not emotionally available. But do they wish they treated you better? Yes, they do. So the hidden truths are is that this person, again, still has feelings, but they're not willing to do anything to change that, because again, they're not going to change their self-image. It's again, so they're going to wait for you to reach out to them, which I don't know why, or hope to bump into you because they look for you everywhere, but they don't want to be reach out to you because of how they treated you. So it's like, okay, so why all of a sudden the change of feelings? Like why all of a sudden do they, all of a sudden, sorry, there's a card stuck in here. There's a card that it was bent in there. Like, so we have to say, why all of a sudden did they change their tune? Like, why? And not that it's important. It's not. Well, it's again because they want to reclaim their power. That's why. It's again, they want to contact you. It's like, so they would want to, again, like they don't like the fact that you have, by you walking away from them, it's like it gives you the power. And so, and this person is codependent, and they're like, it's again, they're jealous because again, you walked away, and they just, like I said, are like, it makes them feel all their wounds pretty much that they already have. Are they going to do anything about it? No, they're not. But however, like there is still this emotional connection, this psychic connection, this cord. And so even though this person's unlikely to do anything, it's like it's making this person like not really be able to disconnect from you. So it's almost like, and the reason why is because they are in a way brokenhearted, really, but they're stopping a transformation. they're stopping a transformation because they really choose not to like change is what we see. And it's because they have so much baggage. This person like is again like doesn't want to let go. They don't want to change. It's like they would need to like heal, and they don't want to do that. They just don't. So like what happened at this point is that this connection has been going on for a long time, and you finally like disconnected and brought this person to a place of having a choice. And then what they are doing is they're saying, I don't really want to heal that. And it's because of if they healed it, they would have to again look at all the baggage that they haven't healed. They'd have to go back and do things differently. They'd have to change too much. It's easier for this person to be with someone that's of lower hanging fruit, like that's easier to be with. So it's almost like the relationship just came to an end. It's like the final. It's like the last. It's the conclusion. It's the finale, right? It's like you came to like the end. It's the end chapter because like bigger and better things. This person doesn't have anything to offer. They're not offering anything. And they're not offering because they feel inadequate. They feel as if something's wrong with them. They feel. So all you see here is a lot of projection and a lot of manipulation and them really not wanting to change at all. They want to feel as if they're like the superior, that they have some sort of authority, where really it's like this person really doesn't. What it is that they feel inferior, they're selfish, and so they overcompensate, and they overcompensate by acting like they don't care, by acting like but they do care. It's just not enough to change. It's like this immaturity, like holding on to like a persona, because this person knows that you would reject them is really what it amounts to. It's like they know that you wouldn't really take them back because you're not going to conform to them. This person like being with them, it's empty, and you feel that all they have is or you feel like is that they have trauma, and you don't want to go into a karmic contract, is what I feel like. It's like this person's always in a place of victimhood, and it's from family karma. And like you're like, I'm not going into a connection where I know that you would just like betray me again because you never really built anything. So that's really what the issue is. It's like there's nothing to work with, is what you feel. This person, like I said, is just not emotionally capable to really give you anything because they're just on a lower vibration altogether. So you have to say, why did you attract this person into your life? What were you supposed to learn? Since you're a mirror of whom, what comes into your life, right? So we picked 6 cards out. The first card out is neglect, abandonment, magic, truth, isolation, and confusion. So growing up in an environment where you were neglected and abandoned meant like, you were kind of unworthy, that you kind of weren't worth it. That's the illusion. That's what it felt, that your needs were not met. So what happened is, in order for you to heal, you did it in isolation. Anything that you needed to work through, you did it by yourself. So, and that it was very confusing for you to be around people or to have parents that weren't there, or family that acted like that they weren't family. It's confusing because then it makes you feel as if that there's something wrong with you. And again, the abandonment and really the neglect did that. But in your loneliness, you got to tap in to the true self, the higher self, the God part of self. And this is where the magic comes into play. And the magic of your spiritual gifts, the magic of your intuition, the magic of finding yourself, and that you're a truth speaker, and looking for the truth and the truth of who you are. So I feel like growing up in that type of an environment, it pushed you into always being more spiritual, even if you didn't know that you were like spiritual. Maybe you were called to like check out different churches or different religions to try to find why does my life look this way? Why it's confusing that I don't have family that loves me? Why was I born into this family? Why? And so what Spirit's saying is, it's like because you didn't fully learn the spiritual lesson, even though it called you to seek when you were younger. You actually had to go through the experience to do something different, to fully understand why you had to go through it. And it was really, you also had to go through this situation to break family patterns, and those family patterns of victimhood, of again being born into a family contract, and for you also to transmute this trauma. And the way that we transmute trauma is actually to walk into a whole other life, to create a whole other life. Because when we attract people in our life that really can't give us anything and don't want to change and know exactly what they're doing, that they're like, well, I'm connected to someone, or I'm going to have a bunch of different people and not really be faithful to anyone because of my baggage. This person knew. They're selfish. They're selfish, and they know that you would call them out on their bullshit. They know that you would make them change. They don't want to do that. So again, that trauma of, well, if this person really cared about me, why won't they change? Because it doesn't have anything to do with that. It has to do with they don't love themselves enough to show up for themselves. And that's really what it is. You are on a higher vibration. You are asking them to treat you with equal give and take reciprocity, to treat you with respect. This person doesn't respect or love themselves. They're so wounded and fragmented. They have baggage they don't want to look at this. So of course this person triggered the abandonment, made you feel neglected. Again, to feel as if they were more like superior because they actually feel inferior. So the Spirit says, no, it's again, this was about you learning how to navigate difficulties with calm and acceptance, and to be at peace with yourself, to be able to go with the flow with grace. And that's not easy. Now, understand if you grew up in an environment with a narcissist, or like a parent that was also selfish, then it's triggering, because it's like you never think about me, where really Spirit's saying they have no control. It's about being able to go with the flow with grace. And that means maybe not sharing everything, maybe not giving that person so much power, which means attention, right? So that's one, and the cards have fallen all over the place. Like, um, and then it's about, understanding that you have limitless potential. Like having someone like this in your life would suppress that potential, because their way is to create a lot of drama and, get you all entangled in their drama so that they don't actually have to give you anything. And what you didn't allow that. So again, Spirit saying they can't do anything. But if you're around someone that continually plays games and gaslights, well, it would definitely make you question maybe your potential, but you actually have limitless potential and boundless energy. And that's because when you heal, that's what happens. You get more energy. Spiritual blocks really like create heaviness, right? Those spiritual blocks that connect us to the earth, connect us to ourselves, really, again, make us not as grounded in the physical body, create physical changes in the body that drain us of our energy. So again, like you didn't let this person, keep you in a place of feeling not worthy, not good enough, because they are neglecting you and they're abandoning you, not giving you anything, not caring whatever you're going through. No, what Spirit said is that you didn't allow that. So, and that's why this person is like, well, they can't do anything with it. They'd have to change and they don't want to. And so Spirit says it's all about you learning again that to have unshakable faith, to go through every single experience and know that these experiences help create resilience and perseverance. And that's the energy that you would need to be in order to heal yourself. That it was about moving in, going through difficult situations with grace, It's again, so again, being brought up by a parent that was very controlling, or being in a relationship with someone that's very toxic. It's about learning how to deal with those people. You may say, well, why would I need to do that? Well, spirit may say, well, you may get a job, the perfect job, but you have to deal with the supervisor that's like that. It's again, it's not just within our private and intimate relationships that we have to master how to deal with people, but unless we heal that or learn how to deal with it, we're going to keep getting those type of people come into our life. And it's to so that you can see like how much you progress and grow, and see like your resilience and your strength, and to know exactly who you are really is what Spirit's saying. And that's that you have limitless potential, that no one can stop you. But you have to be careful of the people that you surround yourself with, because some people will abandon you and they will neglect you, and that would obviously make you feel as if you're not good enough. It would keep you in a, or not make that, no one can really make you feel that way, but it would make you feel bad. It would keep you in a negative energy. And so Spirit says, and then it's really difficult to manifest the things that you want to manifest in your life. And Spirit ends off with affirmation. Listen to yourself and acknowledge your own needs. Assert yourself and retain your power. And know that you're brave and gentle and don't have to be afraid of others. And that's what this person wanted. You know, again, they wanted to intimidate you through emotionally and psychologically, and you didn't allow that to happen. Spirit said, and because of that, you're moving into like more positive energies with limited opportunities to display your potential, really, and that you respect yourself and know that you're respected by others when you respect yourself. And that's really what it is. This person wanted you to lower your standards and you didn't. I'm going to leave that there. You let me know how you resonated with this one, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.